Hello everyone! Finally we have made a video about another exam road and we are going to observe it today. This exam road directs to Männiku and we will see together the main tricky parts of this road. Before we start, let me please introduce myself. My name is Vadim and I'm working in driving school in Tallinn. I make practical lessons and theory lessons here and I have some experience in the road administration exams because sometimes I visit them. So that's why most of the roads I know, and that's why we decided to make these videos. So for now, let's begin, and I hope you enjoyed the video. As you see, we start at the road administration office, the main office where all the exams starts in Tallinn. So in front you can see the parking slot and you can see exam cars, so we start also on the same spot. First move we do left and we are going to exit this parking area. As you see on the sign on the right side, it's the zone sign, 10 km per hour area. So we exit this area, now we have no limits and we can go 50 because now we are in the city area. But don't forget that if you enter the road administration area, it's always 10 km per hour. In front you see the crossroad and we are going right on this crossroad. We also have a giveaway sign or yield sign, you can say. It means we have to give way to everyone if we want to enter this road. And you see pedestrian crossing. So be careful, pedestrians can cross it in any time. Just overlook all the time and double check. 40, speed limit is 40 now. And we have to follow the speed limit until we see the cancellation or until we see the crossroad, another crossroad. As you remember, crossroad can cancel the speed limit in the city. At the traffic light, we go right now. And as you remember, it's still 40 here. Imagine it's a crossroad. Actually, it's a crossroad. So 40 can be cancelled here, for example, but we see another 40 on the corner. So now we go 40 until the next crossroad. Let's try to find it. It will be on the right side here. It's a crossroad. Now it's 50 again, and then 30. You see the sign, but also this 30 is valid until the next crossroad. Let's find it. It's on the right side. You can see the street name and also you can see the giveaway sign. So people on the right, they have to give away to us also. So after this crossroad, we can go 50. Now we have same category crossroad. It means right hand rule applies on this crossroad. And we go left here. Now on the right side, you see the cyclist. So you should be very careful because cyclists can move to the road, to the carriageway, and then disturb your driving basically. So in this case you can slow down and overtake him if you prefer so. The next crossroad we have, and then at this crossroad we go right now. So here you have to be extremely careful because we also have cyclist road and pedestrian road on the left side and the right side. So we first check pedestrians and cyclists, then we can move a little bit forward and check the cars on the left side. As we have a giveaway sign, we still have to give way, of course. If the road is free, we can continue moving. Now 30. Speed limit is 30. It's temporary sign, by the way, so maybe on the day of your exam it will be not like this. Maybe the road will be constructed and finished, so in this case it will be 50 here if government will not put another signs over there. 30, this temporary sign also valid until the next crossroad. It will be now on the left side, this one. So basically after this crossroad, we should go 50. So just try to remember, if you see the street name or road is paved road, for example, like this asphalt you have on the right or on the left side, and you see the street name of this road, it means most probably this road is a crossroad, and then you have to follow this rule that speed limit can be cancelled by the crossroad. Now we go left at this traffic light. Here, examiner can ask you to turn right at the first possibility. So you will see first possibility at the crossroad, of course. So first possibility will be after the railroads. We have to check left and right side. No trains. It's mandatory to check it. And now we can go right. You also can see one-way road sign in front. It means the road on the right is a one-way, so we don't have oncoming traffic. We can use the whole lane in this direction. And we have 30 and right-hand rule area, same category crossroads area. Ala means area or zone. And we should go left right now. And one more important sign on the right side was one way again on the pink building. Don't forget that area of 30 and right hand rule cannot be cancelled by the crossroad. Any area sign, every area sign can be cancelled only by the area sign as well. That's why if we have a right hand rule area here, we have to check everything on the right side. We have to give priority to the right coming cars. This is the meaning of right hand rule. You remember also that this road is one way. So now we go left, and before that we should take a left lane, maximum left position as possible. And then we can make a left turn. You cannot make it from the right side, you should make it from the left side always. If you need to turn right on the one-way road, you take maximum right position. If you want to go left on the one-way road, you should take the maximum left position. In this kind of areas, always be careful because crossroads can be very small and you might not notice it, so it can be a problem. Now area is finished on the left side, you can see it. Now it's again 50 after that, and you see giveaway sign, cycle sign, and one-way road sign goes to the left. So we also first checked cyclists and pedestrians. Then cars, and then we can finish a turn and we see 30 again. Now it's not area, it's a casual 30 speed limit sign. So this one can be cancelled by the crossroad. And here we go right. One way ended, giveaway sign. You are located on the secondary road, so you don't have priority in this case. And we turn right. And here it's very tricky because we don't see the location of the sign on the right side. That's why I even filmed it separately out of the car. 30 and one way. You see that on the left and on the right side, other drivers have giveaway sign. It means we have priority. So now you see 30 speed limit sign. But just in case, you try to still keep looking on the left and on the right side, because it can be tricky. For example, some people do not know the rules, or some people just don't care about the rules. You still have to be careful. On the right side, they have a sign also. You can see in the picture. They have giveaway sign and one way. So for example, if you forget if you have one way or not, or if you have priority or not, you can check the sign on the right side or on the left. So according to the signs of other road users, you can understand what situation you have at the moment, what priority you have, what road you have, type of the road you have, and so on and so on. On the traffic light now, we go straight. You see the tricky sign over here. If you want to go straight, you have to use the left lane. If you take the right lane and go straight, it's instant fail on the exam. On the right lane, you can go only right, as you see. On the left lane, you can go straight and left. So be extra careful in this situation. Also, you can see one-way road ended here. So means the road in front will be not one-way, it will be two-way. That's why it's important to enter the right lane over there, not the left lane. If you enter the left lane, it's also instant fail on the exam. So now we know we have a 40, we don't have any right-hand rule area yet. So most probably we have priority over here. Also, one small mistake that some people usually do, they usually check too carefully even if they have a main road. So in this case, try not to be very slow. You can check, but don't slow too much in this case. Now at the crossroad, we go left into another area. And we see 30. Speed limit is 30 over here. But please notice that we didn't have any right-hand rule area sign here or something else. That's why you have to be extra careful. You have to check another crossroads if they have giveaway sign or not. Another roads, I mean, which are merging with this road we are having right now. So we are coming up to the crossroad and we have to ensure who has priority here. As you see, there is no signs for you and no signs for us. It means right-hand rule applies on this crossroad. There is no giveaway sign for us or for them. It's very tricky over here. If there is no signs, no regulations, it means right-hand rule applies on this crossroad. So now we will make a first exercise. Exam exercise. We will make a U-turn in narrow space. Or we can call it limited space. I turn on the left indicator and start maneuver. I also should check a mirror if there is no cars coming behind. If it's empty, I can start. It's important not to cross the grass or roadside. You can use only asphalt. You cannot use shoulders or grass area, anything. And that's why I always check my mirrors. And also, if I don't feel my car good, I don't risk. I don't reverse too much. I don't go straight too much. I can make any maneuvers, as many as I like. It's not a problem. You can make 10, 12, doesn't matter. You have, on the exam, you only have time limitation, 10 minutes for 3 exercises. It's the first one. Always show indicators, left, right, as I show now. Now I see that I fit here correctly and exercise is finished. Let's look again how it looks like a different point of view. So this is the exercise. We completed with this exercise. Now we continue our driving. We are still in 30 area, not area, sorry, but it's still 30 speed limit sign. It's not area sign. If you have obstacles like this on the right side, you still have to show indicators that you want to overtake it, even small ones. Now we have a stop sign. We have to make a full stop over here. If we don't have a stop line, we have to stop at the edge of the road, that I can see the road on the left and on the right. So try to remember this rule. No stop line, stop at the edge of the road. If there is a stop line, I stop in front of the stop line. Very easy to remember actually. And now we have 40 speed limit. Now we can go right at the crossroad. It's a crossroad, so 40 will be cancelled here. You can see that the lane is merging. On the right side is the sign. So that's why we have to exit this lane, and if we want to continue straight, we have to use the left lane. Now it's the middle lane. And we continue driving here. Now you can see the Remy market, and we are going to make a parking over there. It will be the second exercise. Also, please notice how always I check the mirrors. So you always have to check it left and right. Now we have a parking area. We have to choose one of the spots. I choose the middle one, for example, and I park reverse. If examiner asks me to park reverse, I have to park reverse. Or if he allows me to choose, I can choose the parking slot. Then you can choose the easiest way and most comfortable for you to park. I decided to make the reverse parking. Let's imagine he asked me to do it reverse. First of all, I first check the mirror, the right mirror, as you see. Then I see my right line better. Then I check the left line. Always first we look to the right mirror to see the right line, then I can see where exactly my car is located. Because in the left mirror I don't see the line. Usually people start looking at the left mirror, but they see nothing there, only the road. It's not very logical in this case. And now I finished my parking almost, and I have to check. I have this possibility on the exam. I can go out of my car as many times as I want. It's not limited. Only time is limited. I go out and see that car in front is too much out of the box. So the main point that my car has to be within the box lines. That's why I have to reverse more a little. When I adjust it, I go again and check it. Then I see that my car is within the box. Now parking is done, and I can say to examiner that my parking is done, and after that he will check and he will stop the timer. So for now we made 2 exercises, and we have spent around 2-3 minutes for these 2 exercises actually. On the crossroad now we go right basically and continue our exam road. As there was no speed limits, we still continue 50, we just carefully checking the pedestrian crossings and stuff. Buses as well, if they want to leave the bus stop we have to give way, of course. End of the build-up area. So now we exit the city, we exit the build-up area, which means we have a 90 speed limit over here. So 50 is for the city, 90 is for highways, if you exit the city. And we have to reach 90 as soon as possible. Also try to notice that it's mandatory to go 90. You cannot go slower than this without any reason. You have to be on 90. If it's rain or other hard circumstances, then you can be more slow. For example, if the road is slippery, it's dangerous. But in this case, we have to be 90 because the weather is good, road condition is good, and we don't have any limitations, let's say. There was 80 speed limit. Now we have to go 80. An examiner will ask you, for example, to make a U-turn here. Or he will ask you to make a U-turn at first possibility. You can see 90 again. But there is no reason to make 90 here, because we have to make a U-turn and you see the sign. So now we have a deceleration lane. We can decelerate only in this lane. We cannot decelerate on the highway. You see one more U-turn sign over here. When you finish your U-turn, you have to use acceleration lane to reach 90 again. That's important. You cannot use the highway for the acceleration. That's why we take a bigger radius, a bigger turn to enter this acceleration lane over here. And now we can accelerate until we reach 90. I check the mirrors. I almost reached 90. And then I can exit. Let's take another view of this U-turn here from the top. When I reach 90, I can then exit the acceleration lane and I can continue my driving. Of course, if you see that your lane is too short, acceleration lane I mean, and you see that you cannot reach 90 so fast, of course you can leave the acceleration lane earlier, but it's only in this case if the acceleration lane is short and you used it until the end, maximally. You cannot exit this lane in the middle if you still not reach 90, for example. So that's why you have to use this lane until the final end. If you reach 90 earlier, of course you can exit this lane earlier. Now you can see 70. We enter 70 speed limit sign. And immediately after that we enter the city again. You remember on the same place there was a city end sign. So usually these area signs, they are end of the area signs, they are on the left side. If you enter the area, they are on the right side. So always be careful. And the same logic works for 30 and same category crossroads. End of the area is usually on the left side of the road, as we talked about it in the beginning. So try to remember it and try to be careful, because most of the students, unfortunately, more concentrated on the right side, especially the beginners. Check the pedestrians and we can continue moving. And now we turn left at the traffic light. And as you remember, we still have to make one more exercise. We finished almost all parts of the exam. City driving, exercises, and highway driving. So now we have to finish the final exercise, and basically exam is almost over. We just have to reach road administration again. Third exercise will be parallel parking. They can choose between two exercises actually. So parallel parking is one of them. Or they can choose reversing backwards, and you have to be parallel with the road. But this exercise is not in this video. But obviously this exercise is much more simple than parallel parking. So now we start parallel parking. I have to be equal with the car on the right. Then I start reversing. On the left mirror I see the car behind. I have to see both lights of this car behind. And then, if I see it, I start reversing straight. I don't turn anymore. And now I should look on the right mirror. I have to see the stone border close enough. I even can regulate the mirror, as you see. When I see it close enough, like 20-30 centimeters, like now, I can start turning completely left. I check all the mirrors in case not to smash the car behind. When I'm parallel with the stone border, I can stop this parking exercise. Now you see how it looks like. You see my car is not parked correctly. It means I have to reverse. And you see the car is within the box still. It's not necessary to be close enough to the stone border. I mean, to be maximally close to the stone border. You just have to be within the box in this case. If we don't have a box, then we have to be maximally close to the stone border. Distance between stone border and your car has to be maximally 20 centimeters. But as I said, in this situation it's not important. You just have to be within the box. So parking is ready, I adjusted the car, and now we can leave, if the examiner approved my parking, of course. And we continue the exam. Also try to remember one thing, that if examiner asks you just to park somewhere, it means you can choose any spot, any way of parking. It doesn't have to be backwards only. For example, you can use straight parking as well. You can use any parking way you like, parallel or reverse parking. So if he asks you just to park, try to choose the easiest way you can try. Also try to choose the most free spot. For example, if you have really narrow space, really narrow parking slot, so don't choose it, because usually you have an option on the exam. You can choose the easiest parking slot you see. If there's no cars, no narrow no narrow slots or something. Just try to use this very easy slot and park there. But unfortunately, I don't know why students get used to park in the difficult areas, in difficult situations. That's why on the exam they also choose the difficult spots. It's just because of the training, I guess. Now we enter another road. It's 30 speed limit and one-way road, as you see. No, in this case it's obvious that it's one way. Sometimes one-way roads have 2 lanes. In this case we have only 1 lane, and it's hard to make a mistake over here if examiner asks you to turn left or right. So you're always in 1 lane. You can see that roads on the right side, on the left side, they all have giveaway signs. So means we have priority. It's not right-hand rule area as well. So we can continue in this direction. And we know that we have priority. On the left side you have seen the children. They are very unpredictable on the road, so you also can slow down in this case. You can be less than 30 if you want, of course. This kind of speed bumps also try to pass slower, like 10-15 kilometers per hour, not more than that. You can see also signs on the left and on the right. These zebras, blue and white signs. It means there's a speed bump in front of it. One more sign for speed bump when we cross it slowly. Now again we have the same place. We have giveaway sign, end of the one way, and we are on the secondary road, as you see on the sign below the giveaway. So we don't have priority. And now we go left at the crossroad. We take the left lane here, indicators of course, and you see now we stopped before the zebra. We cannot block the pedestrian crossings. Now I can get closer when the next car moved. Now I can see better, but try not to block the pedestrian crossing over here. It's very tricky as well. No cars, I can enter. Again, railway station, railway roads. We have to check the left side, the right side. No trains, then we can continue driving. 30 and mandatory way straight. It means on this crossroad we cannot turn left or right. We can go only straight. This sign is acceptable only until the next crossroad or intersection. This one on the right side is not a crossroad. If you ask me why, I will tell you that this is a calm traffic area. And here on the right side also calm traffic area. So we still can continue 30. In the car we don't see the sign of calm traffic area, but actually there is a sign if you look better. Now we go right here. At the crossroad you see which lane goes which direction. And we have to wait until the green arrow traffic light will be turned on. So yeah, don't forget, if you see the calm traffic area sign, it means it's not a crossroad. You should continue with the same speed limit you had before. It's not a crossroad, it will be not cancelled. And here on the right side is a bus lane, we cannot take it. That's why we take the left lane. bus lane we cannot use. Also, if we talk about the railway crossings, you might ask me why we have to check if the barrier is not basically crossing the road for us. It also sometimes happens that barriers can be broken or traffic lights can be broken. Here we have 30, temporary sign. This temporary sign is also valid until the next crossroad. And we go left on the crossroad. We have 2 lanes here. And we finish the left turn. Also be careful here because of the pedestrians and cyclists. So we passed the crossroad and now we can continue 50 again. And we go right at the crossroad. And same category crossroad again. Don't forget, it's not area, only this crossroad have the same category, so means right hand rule applies on this crossroad. 30 speed limit again, and again we see the crossroad. The same one. It's not calm traffic area, it means we can go 50 now. Now we should go left at the traffic light. In this case we make a left turn. The oncoming cars or buses, they also have green light, and as we have the same priority but we turn left, we should give way to the oncoming cars. This logic works always in the same way. If you turn left and you have the same priority with oncoming traffic, you have to give way because you make a left turn. This road is always 40, so we continue 40 over here. Now we make a left turn back to the road administration. This road administration crossroad is a crossroad, obviously, so 40 will be cancelled here if you continue straight, for example, or if you make a left turn. So basically this small part of the road is 50. And now we go back to the right. And here, examiner usually also offers you to finish your parking. You can choose any place, and we choose the easiest one, of course, if it's possible. Also be careful that on this parking works right-hand rule again, because we don't have any other special regulation signs or priority signs. So this is it, we finished the exam. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, put your likes if you like it or dislikes if you don't. And we are still keep making these videos, and in future I hope see you soon again here on our YouTube channel. Thank you again and goodbye.